Okay, hello and welcome to another episode of Drawing from Imagination. My name's Simon and this is Simon Says Artwork. First, I'd like to get something out of the way. Not that anyone's noticed, but this, just for the record, is it's been, I think, about a month or so since the last time I posted a video. Could be coming up to 2 months. But what happened was I was making videos on my PC, and basically I was running out of space on this PC. In the program files, it was disk space and scratch disks and things like that, things which I'm not massively familiar with. And when I had a friend guide me through how to try and alleviate this problem, what happened was I ended up removing some file or other which had some kind of effect on the loading of the program. So I could no longer load my editing software, and the computer is over a decade old. It's probably 15 years or so that I've had the computer. So I am overdue an update, and I'm on the brink of doing that. And currently I'm editing these videos on an iPad, which is a lot more limited because I don't have the space for good editing software on the iPad. I'm just using basic software, and I don't love using the iPad. That's just my experience and opinion, but there we are. So I'm on the brink of an updated computer, and I'm going to spend a good chunk of my student loan on an upgrade and getting all new stuff. So I'm hoping to have better videos and be uploading more regularly. Aside from that, I also want to mention that in the first video that I make on Drawing from Imagination, which this is only the second, so on the one before this, I just randomly I sort of say about the things which I do and don't like about the drawings that I make. And I'm saying about, what I'm trying to say is about making a list, and it would be an itinerary, which I was trying to say. And I say an inventory. And an infantry, as far as I'm aware, is like a platoon of soldiers. It's like from the 3rd Infantry or something. I don't really know soldier or war terms really, so I could be wrong there, but I know that I wasn't trying to say infantry. I was trying to say itinerary. And an itinerary is still the wrong word, because that's a list of things that you do. If you're, the only time I've heard it used is if you're on holiday somewhere and you have a lot of activities that you want to get done, or they're planned and scheduled, just sort of either sports or visits or trips within that holiday to go and see certain things or do something specific. That is part of a list of activities that have times and dates where you have to stick, well, not have to, but you try to stick to that in order to excuse me, to do it. That's what I know itinerary to mean, and for some reason I chose that word, and all I meant was to make a mental list. That's what I was trying to say. When I do these drawings, I need to start making a list in my head of the things which did work and the things which didn't work so well. Aside from that, the only other notice, kind of bit of news, I suppose I should call it, instead of trying to be more eloquent, is that, unrelated to this video specifically, is that I have a podcast that I've started with a friend of mine from university, and we have recorded several episodes. I think it's about 6 episodes at the moment, and we've not posted them yet, and this is all due to the problems that I've had with the space on my computer, making it really difficult to have decent edits and get a good idea for what the episodes look like, because there was just too many glitches occurring due to this scratch disk issue. So now I'm in the process of trying to get these videos now uploaded to my iPad, but it has to wait because there's not enough space on my iPad, and that's being used for other things whilst I'm in university. It's it's filled with other bits of pictures or videos and things that I have to use. So until I get to catch up on organizing that, I can't really clear the space and move on. So anyway, that's the kind of bit of news that I wanted to get out there. Like I said, not that there's any viewership that I've built up at the moment. I just wanted to do it just so that I know that I keep up to date on the channel. So yeah, I am a third year student of fine art at the moment, whereas the podcast was started when we were coming towards the end of the second year, sorry. And that's Jamie and I, Jamie Thomas, and she's a great artist. She's really good at painting especially, and she's quite good at drawing. I mean, I've seen her do very good drawings. I don't want to seem, like she's not good, because she is good, but she's better at painting in my opinion. Yeah, so that's going to be something where we're trying to do a different subject for each episode, and it's been really fun. It really has. So I'm looking forward to getting that together and starting to post that, and for you to get to know her. I say you, I'm hoping to have viewers in the future. You know what I mean. So onto this video, this drawing from imagination video. This is, as you can see, quite a small sketchbook, and the idea is that I box off some space, which is the circle, which I don't draw in, and I draw around that space so that I'm creating halftone with all these lines. All I mean by that is that it's no longer white on the page, and because it's all line work, it's not black. So the lines are black, but they're so thin that it's not, shadow. It's just line work, which makes it a halftone coverage on the page. And that gives me the opportunity to go in with a thicker pen and create shadow, and thereby create depth with the shadow. This is an especially small pen. It's a 0.05 nib for the Staedtler Fineliner, which I used to draw a lot more with a while ago, and these days I'm trying to do more drawings with a pencil, because I'm not as good with a pencil as I am with just ink first drawings, to be honest. So and there are things about this drawing that I like, and other things that I think don't work as well, but there's nothing that I don't think I couldn't fix when I have another session with it. But so far it's just, there are things which I've drawn relatively flat, and other things that have started to suggest perspective. So as you can see, beneath the circle there are things which are drawn in perspective, and then around the circle there are other things which are quite flat and don't seem to show much depth, and it's as though you're looking at it straight on. And it might not be too obvious yet, but I'm trying to keep an eye on the difference between the two so that I can highlight that with another pen afterwards and just make the most of the illusion of depth, because I do think that that's some of the more interesting things about ink drawings that I quite enjoy. So for the time being, it's just all drawn from imagination. I hope you enjoyed that, because that is as far as I got on this session, and I'll be uploading another continuation of it before too long. All right, thanks. Bye.